Hello, I'm Jim Egenrieder, and I'm glad to be part of EL Talk, part of the EL classrooms at Yorktown High School. I've been a longtime teacher in Arlington Public Schools, and now I work as a professor at Virginia Tech. And I'm right here in the West Falls Church area where I focus on teaching young people technical skills and a combination of college and career exploration that helps you get a head start on thinking about your future. And I do that for many reasons, but I want to tell you why I'm motivated to keep doing it. I'm the first person in my whole family to go to college. My parents grew up in Appalachia in central Pennsylvania and didn't have the opportunities I did. And those opportunities changed my life and continue to change my life. So I've found that motivation to help other people find those same opportunities. And I want to tell you about how I do it. If you were to come to my lab in Falls Church at the West Falls Church Metro Station, or if I come to visit your classroom in a different way someday, is to have you all think about your strengths, your interests, and your values. This is something you can do every year the rest of your life. Even CEOs, business leaders, do this regularly whenever they're thinking of a major decision in their career or their business. Starting with strengths, you would think about all the things that you are good at doing or things that you want to be good at doing. And particularly for you individuals who are in this program, I'd want to make sure that you captured the idea that you are learning a second language and you're already fluent in a language other than English, because that is a not common skill. It's an uncommon skill here in the United States, and it will create many opportunities for you that others don't have. But I'd also want you to think about whether you're a good problem solver, whether you're good at working with young people or older people, or maybe you're good at math, maybe you're good at social studies, and of course I hope you're all good at science, which is my specialty, whether you are good at certain sports or other activities. Then, regarding interests, I'd want you to make a list of all those things that always seem to get your attention whenever you've met your other responsibilities, or maybe they even distract you from those other responsibilities. And then finally, I'd want you to consider values. And one way I like to describe values is these are the things that seem to continuously influence your decision making. It might be that you want to go to college or take a job that allows you to remain close to your family so that you can see everybody on weekends or even weeknights. Or it could be that you want to live in a particular climate, or that you want to live near natural areas or big cities, or maybe like here in Washington, D.C., you can do both. All those things are important for you to consider so that you don't make decisions that are wrong for you also. So, after you've considered those lists, those three lists, I'd want you to think about a fourth list, and these would be your dream jobs. This list may change dramatically over time, but 20 years from now, you may look back and discover that they didn't change as much as you thought they might. For example, even when I was in middle school, I wanted to be a fish and wildlife biologist. And that's actually what I did. I'm one of those few people who did exactly what they wanted to do when they were in middle school. Most of my friends did not. Most of my friends changed their mind while they were still in college. But that led me to all sorts of other discoveries. It turned out that I was a good technical writer. So I got a lot of opportunities to do that. I worked as a field biologist in the Idaho-Wyoming mountains, and then I worked on Capitol Hill for almost 12 years before deciding I wanted to be a teacher. I didn't know I wanted to be a teacher until I started teaching whitewater kayaking and scuba, and I was curious about the words that I needed to explain what I was witnessing and trying to do while on the river or on a dive boat. But my my future supervisor made me realize I would be a really good science teacher. And that discussion, that one day in May of 1998, changed my life for the next 22 years. If you want to continue the conversation, please reach out. You can add your questions and comments to the discussion board or share your interest with your teacher. You can also ask your teacher to set up a live chat. I'm pleased to do that. Thanks.